Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the Captain Could Have live stream. Don't know if anybody's in the chat yet. Don't look like it. And if there's anybody watching, just lurking around, not chatting, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Here in California, it's nice, sunny, beautiful weather, and I hope you're having great weather and a great day where you live. Today's stream is basically a test, trying to teach myself how to stream, how to do live stream, figure it out because I am an idiot when it comes to technology. I just don't know what the hell I'm doing. That was kind of one of the reasons why I started filming videos, because I wanted to learn how to make videos. Started doing that. Took me a few years to figure it out, and then I finally figured it out. So right now I want to transition to doing some live streams a couple times a month, maybe even once a week. I don't know exactly how far it's going to be. Right now it's just a test and to figure it out. What today's project going to be is going to be on my Corrale Shogun. Got this back in, 2019, I think it was, or something like that. And the quick backstory on this particular car was I got it super cheap, and I got it because, how do I say it? I was throwing a tantrum about Arrma and the Kraton EXB V2 I had back in 2019. That Arrma Kraton gave me so many problems. I could hardly ever get one full battery pack out of it. And after about a year of owning that car and having so many problems with the damn car, I ended up buying this because it was brand new on sale for like $250, literally still in the box, never used, and had all the stock electronics in it. And the Corrale, the Torox 185 is a really good ESC. The Curon motor, it's a good motor, but I think it's a little small for these cars. That's just my personal opinion. So I did get this, got it for $250, and this car quickly became a favorite of mine. And while I got it in protest of the Arrma cars, I quickly learned the negative fake propaganda surrounding Corrale cars. And that's when I kind of became an anti-Arrma guy, because the Arrma crews were just leading Corrale owners down a very bad path of misinformation and propaganda. Because this car lasted so. Let me put it this way: if these Corrale V2s are so sensitive, I've had this since 2019, and I've only replaced one differential. One time, I've only had one differential breakage on this car ever in 7 years. These cars are not that bad. You just got to make sure you set them up properly. Don't shim these diffs super tight like you would an Arrma. Don't do it. They don't like it. These diffs like to be a little loose. They want to be a little loose. They need a little bit of play. And I got 7 years out of these diffs. Or actually, no, I got 6 years out of the diffs, and it was the rear one that broke. Not a big deal. These cars are super durable. And it was just a big old anti-Arrma crusade I was on for a couple years. It was fun. It was fun. Hurt a lot of people's feelings about it too. So, like I said, just working on this today. Got to replace this drive shaft again. This rear drive shaft in these Corrale Shogun V2s, they're really prone to bending. I don't have the upper tower-to-tower brace on this car. I just never got it. I don't have all the parts yet. I need the top plate to the center diff, and then I need the mounting parts for the front and rear diff, and then I can put the bars in. But to be honest, kind of really don't need it. I just got to straighten a drive shaft every couple months, and it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't bother me too much to let the chassis flex a little bit. It does have the Corrale upgraded 7075 chassis. It's been super well. It's also got Corrale 7075 center braces front and rear. Overall, great car. Garage Life 3D RC wing mount, Garage Life RC 3D printed battery tray, quick run BL 156S ESC, and a 4274 2000 kV quick run combo with some NHX hobby fans. And then one of my favorite 25 servos, it's the DS3225SG. These servos are super fast and super responsive on 7.4 volts when you get the BEC turned up. Those things just super fast. Love them. I don't see the need in a car like this for one of those bigger 35 kg servos. I just don't. That's my personal opinion. Some people will agree with it. Some people won't. Still ain't got nobody in the chat. No big deal. I'm not too worried about it. Still want to glance at it every once in a while to make sure if there is anybody in there asking questions or anything. I guess before I go any further, if there's any fathers in the chat, or fathers going to be watching this soon in the chat, happy Father's Day. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying blessed. Hope you're continuing to be able to stay blessing your family in the way you see that's necessary to bless your family with. In these times, it's a little hard for some people. It's understandable. We got a lot of stuff going on in the world. Hello there, it's Joey Lowe. Hope you're doing well today. Oh, where was that? Oh yeah, Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Hope you guys are doing well. And I hope you guys have a great weekend and everybody shows you the appreciation all of the fathers deserve. What does a baby computer call its daddy? Hold on, don't. You can write it in the chat. I won't look. I promise I won't cheat. What does a baby computer call its daddy? Dude, I'm not tech savvy. I don't know if I can get this, but let me try to think about this for a second. Baby computer call its daddy. ROM, RAM, DR. Sound cards, mouse. I can't think. I got to look for the answer. Sorry, I can't think of it. I'm trying to go over technical terms that I know a little bit of, but I don't. Data. Oh shit, that's good. Data. That's a good one. That's a fucking premium little dad joke right there, man. That's a good one. No, I need it. I should have got my tools organized before I did this. Sorry, you guys. Luckily, I'm not in a hurry. I plan to do this stream for about an hour, give or take. Uh-oh. Ah, here it is. Yep, that's the one I need. Sorry, I had to go look for tools. Almost forgot to get my 2.5 out. I left it attached to a driver and it fell to the bottom of the toolbox. Guys ever have that problem? Trying to dig for a tool that you thought you left in one of your little things, and all of a sudden it's at the bottom of your toolbox because you forgot to put it up. I'm so bad about that. I think I really should have scheduled a little bit more work to do here today, because as you guys see, this is going to come out really fast, and then I'm not going to have anything else to do on this car. Let's see if I can get that close enough to you guys to see the marks on it. What we call witness marks from that thing hitting the aluminum brace on this car. Oh, I don't think you guys can see it. Let me get my fat butt up. Now you guys should be able to see it. Yeah, you can see where it's hitting on those two spots right there. And that's just basically where it's coming in contact with the metal center brace. But I keep a spare because this does happen often with this car. I do have to do this probably every couple months. I'll admit I have to do this pretty often. And this is the one part I hate about this car. Making sure the front diff is lined up properly to get the rear shaft in. This is kind of tricky. I still haven't found a super easy way to do this. Oh, the Scotch-Brite. Yeah, I could clean them up with Scotch-Brite, but I kind of like being able to see where the drive shafts are getting hit, because where the drive shafts are getting hit and the scratches are at, that will tell you where the high spots are at. So when you go to try to straighten it out with a hammer, you have those high spots pointed up where the witness marks are at. You don't have to sit there and look closely and roll it to find the bend. The bend will automatically be where the high spot witness marks are at. Fun fact. Just a little visual aid is what I use it for. Sometimes I'll go back and I'll paint them black again, just so I can have new witness marks on the car. All right, hold on. I gotta rotate this car because I can't see that rear. I always have this problem with this car. Always fight these shafts getting them back in. Line up. Bam. There we go. Now we should be good to go. All right. Everything's rolling properly. Ooh. Looks like I'm due for some diff cups on this car. 1, 2. Let's see how these fronts are. That's the other thing I have to replace every couple months. I don't have the spring stills on these. So about every, I want to say about once or twice a year, I have to replace the diff cups on the car because they wear out. I never did get the spring still ones because every time I order them from Jenny's, they're always sold out. And I haven't got any new ones yet. Hopefully next time I go to order some extra diffs off of Jenny's, they'll have the Swiss spring steel ones. Then I don't have to worry about it no more. Because those the spring steel ones are my Kagama. I've had that one. I've had the Kagama for 3 years now, 3 or 4 years, and those cups have not worn out whatsoever. I am amazed at how well the Corally spring steel cups, output drive cups hold up. It's truly remarkable. There's that. M2C are making drive shafts for this. Are they making the actual center drive shafts, or are you just talking about the output wheel shafts? Because I know they make a. Actually, to be honest, I haven't really looked at M2C website for a long time, to be perfectly honest. These Corally cars the Corally cars nowadays, they kind of really don't need a whole bunch of that stuff now. One thing I did get upgraded on my Kagama was shock towers. I got titanium custom RC upgrade shock towers and the shock standoffs. The shock standoffs Lee was kind enough to send to me when I ordered the towers. Super awesome of the guy. Lee, if you ever find your way into this video, I appreciate you giving me the shock standoffs for my Kagama. Super appreciate that. Still have them. They work great. So Joey Lowe, tell me a little bit about yourself. You got yourself an RC channel? I'm not familiar with that name. If you got an RC channel, I'll have to go by and check you out. Spread the love. You know, as small creators, we gotta look out for each other. Gotta support each other. Oh, that's one thing I want to get changed on this. It's one thing I'm not a fan of in this design are the O-rings that hold on the pins for this cage above the center diff. I'm just not a fan of it. Kind of like how the Arrma uses the clips, the body clips for these pins in their cage design. And I think I want to try to find a way to simulate that. I could probably take these pins to work, toss them in a drill press, get a hole drilled in them, and then I could just put pins in it at the end. I'll probably end up doing that this week. That shark feels good. That shark feels good. That shark feels good. That shark feels good. Really isn't much more I need to do on this. Actually, there's nothing else I need to do on this car. That's all I needed to do was replace this drive shaft, and that's about it. How long has that been broken? Well, that's fascinating. I had no idea that was broken. Let me remove that. Show it to the camera so you guys can see it. I'm gonna have to order one of these again. This is probably the third one of these I broke. It's the little front tower support right there at the end. It's supposed to be a tab that comes off there, and it broke. Unfortunately. Fascinating. This thing must have been broke for a long time. If this thing has been broke for that long, and you know what? I'm going to put it back on still broken, and I'm going to see how long this front tower stays. These are still the stock front towers, completely stock front towers, and they're not bent or anything. Oh, that's funny. But remember, back before Corrali came out with the Kagama, pre-Kagama era, Corrali was some of the worst cars you can get according to all the Horizon hobby fans and Traxxas fanboys. They said, the Corrali cars, you just look at them and they break. Can't do nothing with them. I'm big to differ. This car's lasted a long time, boys. And the one possible girl that might be watching. And if there is a girl in here watching, what are you doing watching me? Why? that would just be hilarious to me. No offense to any women that may be out here watching me work on a toy. I just don't see why some chick would sit here and watch a dude work on a toy. I'm just sitting here trying to have fun. Don't mind me as I talk a little bit of trash about myself. Just the way I am. All right, well, I guess since this car's done now, I truly did not expect it to go this fast. To be honest, I was kind of thinking maybe there were going to be a few more people up in here to chat with, but that's not a big deal. I got other cars that I can work on for a little bit longer. I was hoping to squeeze this stream out to about at least 30 minutes, maybe an hour if I could. So if anybody's up in here watching, listening, lurking, do me a favor, go share this video with your friends, help spread the word. let him know some idiots on the internet trying to do internet things and he has no idea what he's doing. So it's good for a laugh. I can at least provide you guys that kind of entertainment, since I ain't got a whole bunch of RC shenanigans really going on right now. And when I do take the RC cars out, I've been kind of doing it by myself. And anybody want to know why I've been out there doing it by myself for the past couple of years? Essentially, it just kind of burned myself out of YouTube, and I got to the point where I was looking at playing with my cars, and I was looking at my hobby as it was becoming a burdensome job almost. So I wanted to kind of step back and just like, hey, don't put the pressure on yourself to go out there, film and edit a video every week. It's not that big of a deal. You ain't making money. It's not that big of a deal. And for some reason, I was turning it into a big deal in my head. And it was very unhealthy for my mental state. So that's why I had to step back. It was not that I was really putting too much pressure on myself for something that shouldn't have this much pressure. I should be out here having fun and enjoying my hobby and enjoying the people within the hobby. And for some reason, my mindset really strayed away from that. And I had to do some serious course correction within myself and figure that out. And here I am. I finally figured it out. There's some other life things that I needed to figure out too. But the main thing was get over this thing I got built up in my head about all this pressure and yada, yada, yada. Well, since I got more time, what time is it? Yeah, it's, oh no, it has been 30 minutes already. Fascinating. I did not expect 30 minutes to go by already. Guess I've been chatting that much. One thing I kind of want to do. Get this little guy out. It's a little UDIRC 16 something. Where did this car come from? Mr. Ben over at Vapor RC is having a little giveaway, and I won this majestic little unit from Ben over at Vapor RC. Shout out to you, Ben. Love you, buddy. Hope you're doing well, you beautiful bloke. I already have made some changes to it. I'm going to only be running the car on 2S. Essentially, I always forget. Do you pull or push it? Push it. That's right. Push it. All right. Push it good. Push it real good. Sorry. Distraction. I've already done some slight modifications for it. One thing I found out is that the little Losi NASCAR motor mounts will fit this car, so you can get an adjustable motor mount. However, because the brushless motor uses M3 hardware instead of M2 hardware, you do got to do some slight modifications to the motor mount. You got to drill the holes out to M3. And one of the holes is long and slotted, so you got to be very careful in grinding that out. I'm sure somebody's going to come out with an adjustable motor mount here soon, or somebody already has and I just never found it. I'm an Amazon junkie, so I almost exclusively get all of my stuff off of Amazon, besides a few things, because a lot of people don't carry certain parts in my area for like Corally or these UDIRCs. My local hobby shop just doesn't carry that stuff. They carry basically strictly only Arrma and Traxxas stuff, or Traxxas and Horizon Hobby stuff. Other than that, they don't carry these little off-brand cars. They don't carry Corally yet. I've talked to him about carrying Corally, and he's thinking about it. He says he might do it next year, but as of this year, he doesn't see the need for it. He doesn't have a lot of people asking about it. I told him that's his prerogative. That's what he's going to do. That's what he's going to do. But so that's why I use Amazon. I just can't get a lot of stuff off the internet or from my local shop, so I'm kind of stuck with the internet, unfortunately. I try to support him when I can. I go there and get my fluids, my batteries, my oils, and stuff like that from him, because I try to support my local hobby shops. But at the end of the day, he doesn't have everything I need, so I have to get online. Another thing I've done is change tires. Got these little cheap tires, again, off Amazon. These little tires were freak. $16, $16 American. Super cheap. They work well, nice and soft. They balloon a little bit more than the stock tires, and that in combination with the gearing up, I've got a 17 tooth pinion in there right now. Should help this car do some backflips at the skate park. I haven't gone to the skate park and started testing this car yet. I'm going to, I plan on it, but right now I just haven't got it out. Mainly taken it out to the street a little bit, played with it here and there. That's all I've done so far. But what I kind of want to do right now, since I have it out, is it's bouncy. I've got the battery in it, but right now it's super bouncy. I'm not exactly sure if it's because the shocks need more preload or if I need to go thicker or thinner fluid in it. So I guess since I'm right here, I got it at the table, I might as well jam a bunch of preload into it and see if I get more bounce or less bounce. If I get more bounce, I'm going to go on the belief that I need to thicken the shock fluid up. All right, so adjust the preload down all the way here and not all the way on the front. So if I need more thicker fluid, this should bounce a lot more than the front now. Yeah, see that? Watch the back. Watch how bad the back bounce. I'm saying this out loud because this is kind of how I diagnose cars. So me saying it out loud should help kind of give you the idea of what's going through my head, what I'm looking at, what I'm doing, and what I'm looking for, and what my evaluation process is. So like I was saying, I jack up the preload here, and in theory, if it needs thinner fluid, it shouldn't bounce more. But if it needs thicker fluid, it will bounce more because the fluid is not thick enough to handle the excess rebound, in theory. And this one right here, I didn't adjust, so we're going to do it again. All right? Now to confirm the theory, we're going to go backwards now. We're going to undo the preload, and it should bounce less, right? Now here's the thing. I have no idea what fluid comes in these shock stock. That's something I didn't think about. I don't have the manual here with me. Shit, I'm going to have to go out to the shed, grab the manual and my shock fluids. You know what I'll probably do? Is I will probably just toss some 60 or 70 weight fluid in it. Yeah, see, it's not bouncing as high. So yeah, I want to go a little thicker with the fluid, and since I'm guessing this has really light fluid, probably somewhere around 30-ish weight, I would assume. I'm just going to go with the 50 weight fluid and see how that does. Unfortunately, I got to be right back. I'm filming in the house. I'm not filming in the shed. I got Wi-Fi issues. My new Wi-Fi router doesn't reach out to the shed anymore, so trying to do live streams out in the shed currently is going to be an issue, but I'm looking into trying to fix that so we can continue working on in the shed. Be right back. Let me go get my fluids. Oh, shit. Actually, you guys, you know what? I just realized something. I'm not going to be able to do much more filming right now because I have to be somewhere in about 45 minutes that I just remembered about. Holy smokes. All right, well, I'm just going to do a little bit of cleanup, and if anybody else comes up here in the chat, hey, look, Bob. Bobby, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing well, man. Thanks for asking, buddy. I hope you're enjoying your Father's Day, brother. Hope life's been doing well for you, man. I'm just sitting here trying to learn how to stream, figure it out, and do a couple little small things on the cars. Just kind of did my Corrali. I had a rear center drive shaft on the Corrali get bent, so I needed to get that replaced. So I tossed in my extra one, and then later on today I'll straighten this one out. And then I was kind of looking at this little UDI car I won from Ben over at Vapor RC, because it's a little bouncy, little bouncy. So I was kind of going over my theories on how I look at shocks and whatnots. And I kind of determined in the way I do my cars is that I need to go a little thicker in the fluid, but I kind of need to research in the manual to see what fluid is already in it. And if I can't figure it out, I'll probably just go with a 50 weight, one of my low Z 50 weight fluids, and then kind of go from there. Since the 50 weight's real neutral and in the middle, I'll be able to easily tell if I need to go lighter or lower from that point. Yeah, that's basically all I got going on over here, buddy. Kind of getting ready to do a little bit of cleanup. It's in about 45 minutes. I got to go pick up some family. They're having a little what do they call it? A service, special Father's Day service at the local church that my family goes to. I tend not to go to churches myself. I practice my religion in my own house. It's just the way I am. I don't trust churches nowadays. I think almost all churches are corrupt nowadays. I don't think they're properly teaching religion as which it should. I'm not trying to go on a big rant about religion or anything, but religion, if religious texts have to be rewritten over and over and over, how much historical context is being lost? And that's kind of where my quarrels with the modern day churches come from. But I won't get super religious about this. Promise I won't subject anybody to a whole bunch of religious talk and whatnots. I know some people are kind of sensitive about that. And it's funny watching the sensitivity about it too. Some people are sensitive that you got to do it their way, or some people are sensitive that it's all fake. To each their own. You know, everybody can have their own opinion about it. That's all good. You know, that's why they call it faith. You know, you got to have faith. Oh, and anybody who, something I found interesting when I was going through analytics the other day, my little Hypergo all of a sudden jumped up in view. So there's some interest in this car. Interestingly enough, this car just gained interest on my channel for some reason within the last month or so. So if anybody's kind of watching this later on in the future and they want to see it, here's my little Hyper MGX buggy thing. I forget what number they call it. I've got little Street Hoon tires on it. I've been kind of in the process of putting a cooling fan mounted on the front of it, throwing some exhaust in hopes to get the electronics cooled, because I threw a really high kV motor in it. I threw a 5,900 kV motor in it, and it made the electronics start getting real hot. But the thing boogies now. I don't know exactly how fast it goes. I want to say probably around 30, maybe 35 miles an hour now on 2S, possibly. I don't know. But it's so much more fun to drive now on 2S. The little thing boogies, it skirts, it drifts, does all the fun stuff on the parking lots and whatnots. And that's kind of what I've been doing. Something doesn't feel right. Ooh. You know what? Yeah, it's just the fronts. What the hell? Huh. All right, well, that's going to be the plan for next week then. These front shocks, they feel. How do I describe this? Notchy? not dead, not like a dead shock. It's got a lot of friction between here, and then it frees up, and it's nice and good right there. But it's super. There's something binding up right there. I'm gonna have to look at this front suspension. It's doing it super bad on this one. Right there, it's just got this weird additional friction notchy feeling. I've never felt this on shocks before, to be perfectly honest, and I have no idea where to begin. So next week, what I'll be doing on video is I'll be taking apart these shocks, doing fluid in all these shocks, and doing fluid in the little UDI. Do a little shock day next week on live stream, and that'll give me some more stuff to do, and it's a good plan for next week. Let's see. Yeah. So there's my plan for next week, now that I got it figured out. Jeez. My ADD is bouncing all over the place today. I can't stay on subject, and then I forget that I got off subject, and I forget about the subject I was talking about. Yeah, those who wanted to see this car, that's what this is. It's nothing real dramatic. I still use the stock batteries on it, stock ESC. I just changed the motor. That's all I did was change the motor to a King Val 5,900 kV motor. I think it's a 2430 something. I don't remember the size of this. I have to look on the receipts. I'll get more updated information next week when I do the stream and I start doing the shocks. I'll make sure I have all the details of what I've done to it. But this was the next thing I was doing to it was the fan, because the electronics were getting a little hot for me. And because the body sits so low, I can't get a fan on this. So figured I'd just toss a fan in the front of the motor, cut a little hole, toss a fan in a little velocity stack, have some exhaust right there so the heat can come out while the fresh, cool air gets pushed in. Hopefully that'll be a nice addition to keep the electronics cool while running stock electronics, basically. At least that's the idea. I don't know how well it will work, but I figured it was worth a try. And worst comes to worst, if it doesn't work well, it's not that big of a deal. Just a cheap little body. I'd get a new one for about $7 or $8. Yeah, one thing I love about these minis, keep them in little totes like this. Love that about my minis. Oh, let's see, what time is it? 12:10. Yep, I should probably get ready to go. Got to leave in about 20 minutes. All right, you guys. Everybody who stopped by, said hi. I appreciate it. Joey Lowe, Big Bob, appreciate you boys coming and playing in the chat, saying hi and interacting with me. Means a lot. Anybody who's lurking, I appreciate you guys lurking around and just visiting and checking out the channel. Even a little view like that, it does go a long way, and it means a lot to people, especially us little guys, you know. But that's going to do it for today. I feel like kind of did pretty well on the stream, to a degree. It didn't go bad. Learned a lot about the stream, figured out a few headaches. Unfortunately, what I've kind of learned with live streaming recently is that I guess YouTube is only going to promote my stream only to my subscribers. They will not promote my stream to anybody outside of my subscriber base until I reach 1,000 subscribers. So anybody watching right now, I would appreciate it if you share the live streams when you guys see them, so that people who are not on my who are not subscribed to my channel can see the live stream going on. And if they want to check it out, they're more than welcome to come, since YouTube's going to be a pain in the butt and not fucking promote my live streams to people outside of my audience. I'm not sure why they do it. I really disagree with it, but it is what it is. I'm not real. There's nothing I can do about it, So it is what it is. But everybody coming by, I appreciate you all. Love you all. Hope you all have yourself a great weekend, great Father's Day. And I'll catch everybody next week on another. What am I going to call these? Live streams? What am I going to call these live streams? Cabin Could Have Fun Time? I don't know. I'll figure out what we're going to call these live streams. And if you guys got a funny idea, a funny name, or fun little name to call these live streams, put it down in the comments below. And if I like it, we'll start calling it that. Other than that, y'all have a good one, y'all. Catch y'all next time. Captain Could Have over and out, y'all. Peace.